Hi friends, good day. Today I'm taking out problem number methods of depreciation. We had discussion in the last class, but still let us see quickly the methods of depreciation. First method, straight line. According to this method, an equal amount is written off every year during the working life of an asset so as to reduce the cost of the asset to nil or its residual value at the end of its useful life. This method is also known as fixed installment method. I've given example to this in the last class. On original cost at fixed rate, if you calculate the depreciation, it becomes straight line method. But if the rate of depreciation is not given, so this formula used to be used. When rate of depreciation is not given, straight line depreciation is equal to when rate of depreciation is not given. Straight line depreciation is equal to cost of the asset minus scrap value by useful life. Is this clear? That means when rate of depreciation is given, we need not calculate. I have told you yesterday's class. Say 1,20,000 cost of asset, scrap value 10,000, useful life say 11 years, per annum depreciation 10,000. Now, if you want to convert that into rate, straight line depreciation rate is equal to straight line depreciation say 11,000 by cost of asset say 1,20,000 into 100, then we will be getting depreciation rate. That means when, please understand, when we need to use the formula, when percentage of depreciation is not given, when rate of depreciation is not given, straight line depreciation is nothing but depreciation per annum. Under straight line depreciation method is cost of asset minus scrap value by useful life. And after getting that depreciation amount, straight line depreciation rate, if you want, straight line depreciation amount by cost of asset into 100, will be getting depreciation. Clear to all of you? It's very simple. Generally, this is important from MCQ's point of view, but from depreciation chapter, I think then generally they won't be asking. Having said, in professional course, you should learn each and everything. Next, reducing balance method. Under this method, a fixed percentage of diminishing value of the asset is written off each year so as to reduce the asset to its scrap value at the end of its life. Okay, that means fixed percentage of diminishing value of the asset is written off each year so as to reduce the asset to its scrap value. Whatever estimated scrap value is there, you will be reaching to that. So this method is commonly used for plant, fixtures, etc. Under this method, annual charge of depreciation decreases from year to year. We have seen in the last class example, so that the earlier years suffer the benefit of the later years. Also under this method, the value of asset can never be completely extinguished. You can get an example under which method asset value will never become zero. You should say reducing balance method. But under straight line method, asset value become zero. But you won't be getting under reducing balance method, asset value will never become zero. Suppose 1 lakh is the cost of asset excluding scrap value. 1 lakh is the cost of asset. 10% you calculate. After 10 years, value will become zero. But if you calculate under diminishing balance, 1 lakh in 10%, 10%, 10%, you will be left out with some value. If you want, we can try. 1 lakh in 10%, calculate for 5 years. When you are calculating depreciation on that written down value, definitely you will get some value. Some value will be there, but asset will never become zero. Clear to all of you? Under diminishing balance, let me quickly explain one example to tell you. Suppose 1 lakh is the cost of asset. The depreciation 50%. 50,000 first year. 50% depreciation. Again 50%. Straight line. Written down value also same 50% depreciation. Say cost 1 lakh. 50% depreciation. Initially I told you last class, depreciation will be same 50,000. Now 50,000, this is written down value, no? Under straight line method, 50% depreciation on 1 lakh. You know, it is always calculated cost. Here 50% depreciation on written down value, how much? 50,000 to 50%, 25,000. 25. So if the useful life of the asset is 2 years, example I am telling you. The asset has become 0 there, here asset has not become 0. This is what he is saying. Asset will never become 0 under which method? Written down value. Asset will become 0 under which method? Straight line method. Clear to all of you? Come on, I am repeating once again. Under which method asset will never become 0? Your answer is written down value method, or it is also called as reducing balance method, or it is also called as diminishing balance method. Okay, now written down value or diminishing balance method. When rate of depreciation is not given, here also I told you, when rate of depreciation is not given, this is the formula. When rate of depreciation is not given, to find out the rate of 1 minus nth root of residual value by cost of asset into 100. Generally these formulas we don't use, only for discussion sake. Generally in the examination they will be giving the rate of depreciation, but straight line there is a possibility for diminishing balance method. Very difficult for you to calculate that nth root. There is a mechanism, 6 to 7 steps. With using calculator you can do it. That I think Max or QT sir will tell you when your situation comes. But generally here we won't be calculating nth root. Okay, so here just we should remember the formula, that's it. But generally in the examination for us, for doing accounting point of view, they will be giving rate of depreciation. If it is like MCQs, yes, you can may get a chance of having, but we don't have such MCQs here at CA Foundation, right? Coming back to this now, entries also I told you in the last class. We start working out the problem on exercise 1. X Limited acquired a machine on 1st July 2008 at a cost of 14,000 and spent 1,000 on installation. The company charges depreciation at 10% per annum. The books are closed on 31st December every year. Show the machinery account depreciation account for the years 2008-9 under straight line method and diminishing balance method. So tell me, you have to, when you purchase machinery 1st July, when you are closing your books 31st December every year. So initially when you are buying the asset, you need to calculate depreciation for 6 months from the date of purchase to date of closing. Next year you can calculate depreciation for full year. Now they are asking account to be opened, machinery account and depreciation account to be opened for how many years? 2 years, 2008 and 2009. Under which method? Straight line method and diminishing balance method. Now what is the cost of asset? I told you original cost plus installation. So cost of asset is becoming 15,000. So he is asking us to calculate straight line method and diminishing balance method. We should start working out on this now. First let me start with straight line method. Is asking us to open, check out my dear friend, machinery account and depreciate. Generally, for depreciation chapter, they won't be asking entries. And you all are aware this is ledger format is to be followed. I'm not writing ledger format. By this time, you all are comfortable with ledger format. Date, particulars, etc. You should write. So, 1st July 8, machinery account to bank. I've already given entry in the last class. That is 14,000 cost of the asset plus installation charges 1,000, 15,000. And they are closing books on 31st December. 31st December 8. Why depreciation? What is the percentage they have given? 10% per annum. So 15,000 into 10%. It is coming to 1,500 rupees. That means 1,500 rupees worth of asset has been consumed. That is the meaning of depreciation. So 15,000 minus 1,500, you are getting 13,500. This is by balance carried out. This will become opening balance for next day, 1/1/2009. To balance brought down 13,500. 31st December 9. We are following which method? Straight line, no? Straight line depreciation is calculated on cost. What is the cost price of asset? 15,000. 15,000, 10%. Sorry, here 15,000 into 6 months, no? 750. Sorry. Because you have purchased on 1st July, no? 6 months. Be careful about calculation of. You have to see the when the date of purchase. Date of purchase 1st July. Your closing books on 31st December. So therefore, for 6 months you have to calculate. It's 14,250. Depreciation. Always calculate cost price. Second year you have to calculate for full year because the asset is there from beginning to till end. And under straight line method, because I have written the straight line method, under straight line method depreciation is to be always calculated on cost price. It is coming to 1,500 rupees. Okay, then I can say by balance carry down 14,250 minus 1,500. It is coming to 12,750. This will become opening balance for next year. To balance brought down 12,750. So this is how you have to open. So what is the difference here? What is the point? Main point you should learn? whenever any installation charges anything that is to be added to concerned asset, then depreciation under straight line method is to be calculated always on cost price. Cost price means the price at which you are acquiring the asset, including any incidental expenses. Without installation charges, can you start using asset? When you purchase air condition, can you start using air condition without installing the split AC, installing onto the wall? No. The machinery, can use machinery. Machinery is to be installed. Without installation of machinery, can you start using it? So that means these all are called as incidental expenses, related expenses, without which we can't use the asset. Okay, now the second account which is asking us to open is the depreciation account. We have also seen that each year depreciation is closed by transferring to profit and loss account. Entry depreciation to asset. No, the name of the asset is machinery. First year depreciation is how much? 750. This depreciation account is closed by transferring to profit and loss account. You learned that in final accounts, P&L account data or depreciation. In P&L account, we used to show depreciation on the debit side of P&L account. This is what is called as closing entry. Similarly, this is completed. Next year again. Second year, to machinery account. What is machinery depreciation year on second 1500. Again, this also is closed. See, my dear friends, I am not wasting your time and my time for writing the format. You all are familiar. So don't do in the examination like the way I am doing. You need to draw the, like here I've written, drawn the line, date, particulars, etc. Is this clear? The depreciation account you should write. So each year depreciation account is closed by transferring to profit and loss account. Clear to all of you? Right. Now, which method I have to do now? Same problem under diminishing balance method. Diminishing balance method is asking. Here also we need to open. Machinery account. $178. Bank account. 14 plus 1, no? 15,000. Okay. Then 31st December 8. Why depreciation? I told you first year depreciation amount is same on both the methods, straight line and diminishing. It keeps on changing. You will be having difference only from second year onwards, but in the beginning year, first year of purchase, depreciation is same, but we need to calculate here for how many months? 6 months, because date of purchase is 1st July. This will become opening balance on 119. To balance brought down. It is 14,250. 31st December 9. And since we are writing diminishing balance method, diminishing is nothing but the reduced balance. I have to calculate depreciation. By depreciation, 14,250 into 10%, 1,425. It is coming to 12,820. So one more thing I want to tell you, you can use calculator. I think most of you are aware of it. This is by balance carry down. So this will become opening balance. $12,825. Like that. Thank you again. Next again, like previous one, we need to open which account? Depreciation account. December 8 to machinery account 750. 31st December 8. This is closed by transferring to profit and loss account. December 9. To machinery account we got depreciation of 1425. So first problem we have learned how many methods, my dear friends, and these methods you should remember. Even at next level with different models, you will be calculating the depreciation, either it's straight line or diminishing. In not for profit making organization, acha, one thing, yesterday's class I have told you provision for depreciation concept. We got one problem in not for profit making organization chapter. I think this depreciation topic will definitely help you out there in not for profit making organization chapter. Okay, so now let me take you to the second method. Today we will be learning the first method. Second method has been completed. Now today's class we will be taking out sum of years digits method. The sum of years digits method is a variation of the reducing balance method. In this case, annual depreciation is calculated by multiplying the original cost of the asset less estimated scrap value by fraction represented by the sum of all number of years to be computed by using the formula. That is the number of years including the present year of remaining life of the asset by total of all digits on the life of the assets is nothing but n into n plus 1 by 2. Simple words, what is n into n plus 1 by 2? I'll explain here. Let's just wait for a while. R Limited purchased the machine for 1 lakh. Estimated useful life and scrap value 10 years and 12,000 respectively. The machine was put to use on 114. Show machinery depreciation account in their books for 2009 using sum of years digits method. Whenever you want to calculate annual depreciation and sum of years digits method, first, point number 1, we need to have cost of the asset minus scrap value is equal to depreciable amount. This is point number 1. I'll do one thing. Cost of the asset 1 lakh, scrap value 12,000, depreciable amount 88,000. This is point number 1 you should do. Then the sum of all n years is n into n plus 1. N number of years 10. N means n number of years. Is how many years? 10 years. Where n is equal to 10. 10 into 10 plus 1 by 2. You'll be getting 55, you can see. 10 plus 1, 11, no? 11 into 10, 110 by 2, 55. This is denominator. This is denominator. Then what we do, third point, say depreciation, because he said machine was put to use on 114 and nothing is mentioned, we are assuming that they are following calendar year as an accounting year. That means depreciation for 31st December 4. How to do? Scrap, that is depreciable amount. That is depreciable amount is how much? 88,000. The asset can be used for how many years, my dear friends? 10 years, no? 10 years by 50. Denominator. And then second year, depreciable amount is same 88,000. Since 1 year has been completed, 10 n minus 1. Numerator is always n minus 1. Here first is n minus 1. First year you take the number of years. Second year onwards n minus 1. First year you not n minus 1. First year depreciation is always n number of years, numerator 10 years. By n into n plus 1 by 2, 55. This is always denominator. The second year onwards, it keeps on. 1 year has been already completed. Remaining years is how much? 9 by 50. Like that we have to calculate depreciation. Say for example 31st December 6. Come on, tell me. 88,000 into 8 by 55. So this method is improvisation of diminishing balance method. This method is very vague in our country, but generally this method is being followed in USA. Clear to all of you? So you can see again the number of years including the present year of remaining life of the asset by total of all digits of the life of the asset in years. So total of all means like you have to calculate like 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Instead of calculating like this, if you calculate all this, you'll be getting 55. Instead of doing that, n into n plus 1 by 2 we can do. That is what I have done. So please remember, what is that information basically you need for doing this problem? Cost of the assets, depreciable amount I want. Depreciable amount is equal to cost of asset minus scrap value. Then next one I want n into n plus 1 by 2 for getting the denominator. Numerator is first year lifespan of the asset. Second year lifespan of the asset minus 1. 10 minus 1. Next year 9 minus 1. Next year 8 minus 1. Like that. It keeps on what happening. Year after year the value lifespan is going to come down. And now entries will be same like I've told you. I've given you when provision for depreciation account is not maintained, provision for depreciation account is maintained. In the last class, same entries will continue. But only calculation of depreciation keeps on changing. Now they are asking machinery account, the books for 2009. 2009 means you have to calculate depreciation from 2004 to 2009. That means 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For how many years you have to calculate? 6 years you have to calculate. Here I have given for 3 years like that. 7, 7 by 55, 8, 6 by 9, like that you have to calculate depreciation. This I'll be working out on the screen. The same thing I repeat. Problem number 3. Calculation of depreciation under sum of years digits method. Okay, so what is that? First I should do depreciable amount. Cost of the asset minus scrap value. Cost of the asset is 1 lakh minus scrap value. This is depreciable amount. So whenever you want to calculate asset, what is that you need? Depreciable amount. Now second point here I need is that I have to go for n into n plus 1 by 2. This is the formula. First for calculating depreciation I need to have denominator. Sum of n years. Let me put it like this. Where n is n number of years. That is 10 years in this problem. Not for every problem 10 years. It is 5 years. You take 5 into 5 plus 1 by 2. I've already calculated. We got 55. Okay. You can see how we have done. Even if you do like 10 plus sum of n number of years, I told you 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Instead of doing this, we are going by this form. It's a waste of time. This is simple, no? Even if you calculate all this, the sum of n years is coming 55. So now I got depreciable amount, I got sum of n years. Now numerator, we have seen that here the number of years including the present year of the remaining life of the asset. Now at the end of the first year, 10 years. Next year, after one year has been completed, 9 years. After that, 2 years has been completed, 8 years. After that, 3 years has been completed, 7 years. This is numerator. So the numerator is the number of years including the present year of the remaining life of the asset. In the beginning, 10 years. Then next year, 9 years. Like that, we have to calculate. Now let me start calculation of depreciation. Depreciation. 31st December 4. Like that I have to go up to 9. Come on. What is depreciable amount? 88,000. First, in the beginning of the year, asset can be used for how many years? 10 years. Total number of n number of years? 55. 88,000 into 10 by 55. You are getting 16,000. Next, 88,000 into remaining life 9 years. 55. You are getting 14,400. 88,000 into 8 by 55. You are getting 12,000. 12,800 you are getting. And 88,000 into 7 by 55. You are getting 11,200. 88,000 into 6 by 55. 9,600. 88,000 into 5 by 50. 8,000. If you add all this, so far depreciation up to 31st December 9 is charged is, you'll be getting 64,000. You can cross check. 16,000 plus 14,400 plus 12,800 plus 11,200 plus 9,600 plus 8,000. I think this is to be taken to 1 minute. He's asking just a minute. He's asking account for 2009, no? So what we do here, we restrict here because 31st December 9 will go to depreciation account. Now let us see the total. 16,000 plus 14,400 plus 12,800 plus 11,200 plus 9,600. Sir, why you are not calculated? The reason is that to open, instead of opening account for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he is asking us to open account for 2009. Okay, so that is why I'm to open the account for 2009. I need to have written down value as on that date. So total depreciation up to 31st December 2008. What is that I'll be writing here? Written down value. I've already explained you the last class. Written down value or book value is equal to cost of the asset minus depreciation up to 31st December 8. What is cost of asset? 1 lakh minus 64,000. It is coming to 36,000. Clear to all of you? 36,000. Now this 64,000, instead of doing so many calculation like this, if you are clever enough, for this I am giving alternative. What we can do, you take calculator. 10 is first year, no? 5 years I want, because 6th year beginning value I need. So 10 plus 1 year, if you take out 9, 3rd year 8, 4th year 7, 5th year 6. It is coming to how much? 40. So what you can do, alternatively, total depreciation is equal to depreciable amount 88,000 into 40 years, because 40 years means the consumed years in number of n number of years consumed. 40, it is coming 10 plus 9, total n number of years up to 31st December 2008. By total n number of years of the lifespan of the asset, you can do 88,000 into 40 by 55. You're getting how much? 64,000. So if you can understand, you can do like this. Or else, this are actually we used to get in CPT, when CPT was there, MCQs. Quickly to do this problem, I think these are the shortcuts we used to do. For explanation purpose, I can't do directly. So the total depreciation you can do like this, or you can calculate a number of years up to 31st December. Numerator you add, divided by total n number of years 55, you'll be getting 64. So I think this is only alternative I have given suggestion. Now for doing the problem, what is that information I need? The book value on 31st December 8. It will become opening balance. Now I can open which account, my dear friends? I can open now machinery account. That machinery account I have to open. So here is asking account to be opened for 9. No, directly I am writing 119. I can't write bank. I can write bank only if I am opening account right from the date of purchase 1/1/2004. If I am writing on 1/1/2004, I have to write to bank. But he is asking account, machinery account, depreciation account only in their books for 2009 he is asking. So that is why I am directly taking book value. So when you are taking book value, you should write to balance brought down. This is book value on 119. Get all of you. So 36,000. Now 31st December. December 9. I have to calculate depreciation. Previously I have written, then I have cancelled. No depreciation. Come on. How to calculate depreciable amount is how much every year you should take depreciable. 88,000. We are in which year? 6th year, no? After 6 it will become 5, no? Into 5 by 55. Into 5 by 55. You'll be getting how much, my dear friends? 8,000. Then you will be writing by balance carried out 28,000. Clear to all of you? This is how you have to open which account? Machinery account. Second account which you need to open is they're asking you to open which account? Depreciation account. Depreciation account. What is to be done here? 31st December 2009. That's it. Closing balance will become opening balance. Now here entry depreciation to machinery. Only you should write 2009 depreciation. 28,000. Not 28,000. 8,000. And P&L account data depreciation. So depreciation not for all years. He is asking about 2009 depreciation account. To machinery account. And by P&L account. Every year the depreciation is transferred. Entry depreciation to asset and P&L account data depreciation. Okay. So today we have learned two problems. One is having straight line method and diminishing balance method. So tomorrow we take annuity method and other methods will take up the due course of time. So I hope you all are following this. It's a simple chapter. So continue our discussion in the next class. Till then, goodbye. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you, all of you.